one episode, and I already got a lot more views, a lot more members, and a lot more questions that need to be answered. Alright? Let's do this in style. I'm Maxx and this is Ask Maxx. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Ask Maxx, the show where you give me questions and I give you answers. Now, last week, the weekly poll question asked what I should wear for my next episode of Ask Maxx. The choices were a fedora, a baseball cap worn backwards, or a skull cap. As you can see, the winner was the fedora. Also, I am aware that when I asked the question what I should wear, I used the wrong wear. And I know that now, and that will never happen again, I promise. Alright, let's answer some questions. This first question is from Josh Lassoff on Facebook. He asks, Dear Maxx, sometimes I get these voices in my head instructing me to kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia. What do I do? What you should do is ignore the voices in your head. All they are just figments of your imaginations trying to make you do something you know you shouldn't do. But trust me, just ignore the voices, and eventually they'll die away. And don't worry, you're not alone. When I was young, I used to have voices in my head instructing me to burn stuff down. And for some strange reason, they kind of sound like Keanu Reeves. Justin Bright Aaron asks, Dear Maxx, shampoo or conditioner? Actually, I use both. I take a lot of care of my very long blonde hair. Because ladies love long blonde hair. We have another question from John Scaman Gavin. He writes, Dear Maxx, is it normal to suddenly want to horribly torture and kill people while listening to classical music? Or am I reading too much Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? I think you're reading too much Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. But hey, maybe you can try, listening to classical music without killing people. Maybe you should try that. Nick DiCarlo asks, Dear Maxx, if a transvestite goes missing, would you put their face on a carton of half and half? No. I would put their face on a gown of acidophilus, because that's the only milk I drink. Raffi Barbarian asks, Dear Maxx, what happens when you put a lightsaber in water? No, Raffi, don't do it! Putting a lightsaber in water is like dividing by zero. It will completely mess everything up. Bad things will happen. Whatever you do, don't do it. If you do manage to do it, fight me over because lightsabers are awesome. Nico Orhowski asks, Dear Maxx, I get a really sharp, painful headache every time I whack myself in the head with a brick. What should I do? Tough question. Let me think. I got it. How about you don't hit yourself in the head with a brick? That way, you won't have any more headaches. Problem solved. Bruce C. McClay writes, Dear Maxx, why does it burn when I go to take a leak? I think that's a question you should ask your doctor, not me. Alright, my first question asked on YouTube. Bones Para asks, Dear Maxx, if you jumped off a building, would you fly away? Probably not, but if I did jump off a building, I would probably be carried away in a black zip-up bag. This question is from Mike Garrity, who writes, Dear Maxx, what is another word for thesaurus? Believe it or not, there are synonyms for the word thesaurus, which is the book of synonyms. Glossary, language reference book, lexicon, onomasticon, sourcebook, storehouse of words, terminology, vocabulary, and word list. I won't lie to you, this is the most interesting question I've ever answered so far. What the heck does onomasticon come from? Well, that's all the time we have for today, folks. But if you still have questions you think I can answer, then please leave a comment on YouTube down below, starting with Dear Maxx. Or you can go on my Facebook group, Ask Maxx. Link is in the description bar. And now it's time for the Ask Maxx weekly poll question. Today's question, who or what do you think should be wiped off the face of the earth? Should it be mosquitoes, Rebecca Black, or the cast from Jersey Shore? Vote for your response by going to the Ask Maxx Facebook group on Facebook.com. See you next time, guys. This is Maxx signing off.